The mission on this Georgia Environmental Protection Division contract was to quickly gather intelligence and efficiently remove 100% of each individual sounder in the shortest time possible on 4,816 acres. Our first challenge was communicating a single integrated wild pig control plan to 14 different landowners, which connected this acreage together. This segment will demonstrate strategic removal of an entire sounder using the mine trapping system after experiencing shooting interference from one of the 14 landowners. As usual, our first concern was the 5x10 portable box traps littered across multiple properties. It was unknown the level of education pigs had received from previous miscaptures using these inefficient trap designs. One indication of their previous education is an adult sow reacting negatively from the infrared glow on the trail camera. Step 1 of our capture success matrix is conditioning pigs to trust a bait site as a daily food source. We strategically choose bait locations every 300 acres or half-mile apart to specifically target different sounders on the property. Feeder number 2 was placed on the trail leading to a natural spring, being used as a daily water source. Feeder number 3 was placed 860 meters away on the trail leading to this food plot. A sounder consisting of 2 adult sows and 10 pigs began using feeder number 3 immediately. Only one sow was comfortable feeding beneath the tripod feeder. The second sow kept her distance, rooting in the food plot. It took 4 nights before she joined the sounder under the feeder. Our camera intel revealed the same sounder was also traveling to feeder number 2 and would oftentimes feed at both locations during the same night. We erected a 6-panel, single-gate mine trapping system on 18 January, as there would be a better opportunity to capture multiple sounders at the feeder number 2 location. We positioned and camouflaged a single gate where 2 trails merged together. Notice the small amount of bait at the gate threshold leading inside the trap enclosure. This is a first night only baiting strategy. Observe their reaction the first night. It only took 2 minutes for the juveniles to enter the gate threshold. Of course, the adults were much more cautious. Here's an example of our first night only baiting strategy, helping condition the adult sows to the trap enclosure. They are feeding in proximity of the trap without entering while their piglets safely feed inside the enclosure. The camera intel showed one sow quickly committed inside the trap, while the other was more cautious. She did not enter the trap enclosure the first night. 19 January was night number 2, and the sounder arrived the same time as the previous night. Remember, the trap was placed on a major trail leading to a water source. We should have used a second mine gate at this location to accommodate both entrances on the trail. Observe the reaction of the dominant sow the first time she enters the gate threshold. A double gate installation could have prevented this reaction. We discovered blood under feeder number 3 the next day as a landowner obviously shot one of the sows. Interference from landowners on a multi-property contract is a constant, time-wasting setback. Pigs should never be shot at a feeder while you are conditioning them to a bait site or a trap enclosure. There is no logical reason a landowner should shoot a single pig, which changes the feeding and travel pattern of the remaining pigs, when the stated goal is to remove the entire sounder. The remaining 11 pigs disappeared for 6 days until arriving at feeder 2 on 26 January. We believe the sow was injured with a bullet from the previous landowner incident, as you can see her intestines hanging. Now, she was much more nervous and spooky at the feeder, as she had been educated with a bullet the last time she was near a metal tripod. The sow would not enter the trap enclosure to feed during the next 5 days. This is 27 January. This is 28 January. "31 January was the next time she finally trusted the trap enclosure again. We were working a contract on another property and could not dispatch them immediately, so we chose not to trigger the gate closed. As you can see, she did not stay inside the trap very long, but we had been waiting for this positive sign. The pigs had been feeding regularly every morning, so we purposely added another 10 seconds of bait on the ground at 22:47 to give us additional time and mind cam photos if the sow committed. Our strategy paid off as all 11 pigs in the sounder ran inside the trap for their morning breakfast. We received the text photo at 8:28 and simply texted the trigger code back to the mine camera to drop the gate. The sounder was relatively calm at first, then decided to test the strength of our mine gate and trap. We quickly and quietly dispatched all 11 pigs with a suppressed .22 caliber rifle. The capture should have been accomplished within 96 hours of building the enclosure, but actually took 14 days after experiencing shooting interference from the landowner. Fortunately, our JAGER Pro equipment and cellular technology allowed us to accomplish the mission without wasting any additional fuel or labor in spite of the critical shooting mistake. This segment demonstrated the strategic removal of an entire sounder using a mine trapping system while expending less than 4 hours of labor. The next video in our series will continue to demonstrate feral hog behavior, so viewers will better understand how to accomplish 100% captures for more effective hog control. Call or visit us on the web to purchase the latest equipment or learn more about the methods and technology needed to better control feral hog populations in your area. Be sure to visit our YouTube channel to view our entire instructional video series. Once online, keep clicking and like the JAGER Pro Hog Control Systems Facebook page. If you have a story idea or just want to leave us a comment or suggestion, feel free to send us a message through Facebook or email us at info@jagerpro.com.